Hello, viewers, and welcome back to another exciting Friday edition of the Erongo Talk. I'm your host and presenter, Lenandake Vonjo. Today, we're joining you quite at a very beautiful, unique spot here at Strand Hotel. We bring you the latest updates and share about what's happening around Swakopmund this weekend. After years of touring the world, internationally acclaimed Namibian musician Riaan Smit has come home to Swakopmund. In this Erongo Talk interview, he opens up about fatherhood, creativity, and his decision to help revive the local music scene. Also, stay tuned as we'll be right back to bring you the latest updates. In other news, the Walfish Bay Tourism Forum was held in Walfish Bay under the theme Assessing Business Preparedness to Meet Sector Demand. Erongo Regional Police Commander, Commissioner Nicholas Kopombona, noted that an attack on one of the tourists is one too many. He added that police will be doubling their effort during the upcoming festive season to ensure tourists remain safe in and around Walfish Bay. He made these remarks earlier on Wednesday.
One attack on a tourist is like they attacked at many tourists. That is why from us as the Namibian Police Force, we are really redoubling our effort in ensuring that the safety of the tourists are guaranteed. From us as the Namibian Police Force, we want to see that our region very safe, our tourists. We don't want to hear any attack on the tourists. And that is why this forum should bring those tangible solutions. Blaming games, the police are not doing this, the police are not doing that, the police don't have the transport. But can we come on board and say, police, we empowered you, we donated you this car to patrol our dunes, to do ABC, but you're not doing that. What happened? And those are the ideas which you are lobbying for, where the business community can come on board. And once we well established, we can also be a voice for others. We want Walfish Bay to lead, let others follow. We're not in competition, but we want just to do fair and just and say we're having a good story to tell. How best we can make our tourism attractive one.
At the same event, Matthews Corner, chairperson of the Walfish Bay Tourism Advisory Board, emphasized the importance of building a trustworthy and reputable tourism brand. Let's take a look.
Now we get to the part, look trustworthy. This is where people book. Everyone wants to get cruise liner passengers, or you want to sell your hotel, you start looking, I want to travel, where am I going to stay? You don't know anything about that place. You want trust. You need to look trustworthy. This goes back to your Google My Business profile. This goes back to your website. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is amazing, right? If people look up your company, they find your company. They look on your website, who is the owner? There's a picture of you. They search your name, you're on LinkedIn. If you search Mad Travel Tours and Safaris directly, and you start looking and you go down, you will find me on LinkedIn. You will see, oh, he is the managing director. So my face is everywhere. It's about building trust. Especially, we take in money from tourists. We want them to pay us. I remember a little while ago, there were some fights on the WhatsApp group. No, someone saw my clients at the port. They booked with me and someone else took them. If they didn't pay you, they weren't your clients. You want them to book and pay you immediately, 6 months in advance. With that, you need trust. You don't take a hotel booking and don't pay, you want trust.
In other news, Amelia Picker, board member representing the accommodation sector on the advisory board, highlighted that a win for one person is in the tourism industry is a win for all. Let's have a look.
Getting involved is more than just putting your complaints on a WhatsApp group. It's building a network, surrounding yourself, it's not just your competition, but it's your peers. Okay? Success is for all of us if we work together and we collaborate. So if we have an issue getting into Namport or selling our hotel. Let's get together with our peers and have the discussion to say, how do we address the issue? Because a win for one is a win for all. And that's the mindset we need to really start adapting. Our business is open. I invite any other accommodation owner or establishment, come. I don't mind sharing, because if you succeed today, tomorrow you'll share with me and I'll learn and I'll succeed. Right? And all of a sudden the whole Walvis Bay has occupancies of 80% and we are networking and I'm overbooked tonight, so I know I can send my people to this place and this place because we've got those connections. Join on, I can't stress this enough, the Hospitality Association of Namibia. The statistics and the data and the information they share, it's invaluable for any business operator or hospitality operator in Namibia. Showcase your business. If not at the Walvis Bay Tourism and Business Expo, there's a lot of other events happening across Namibia. I think lastly, let's be ready. Oil and gas will explode next year, but it doesn't mean that is your business. And if not oil and gas, what is your business? So who are you? Understand the product you want to put out there, the price, who is your audience, and how are you going to position yourself? Because there's money to be made for all of us next year, and I wish everyone a very successful 2026.
In other news, Swakopmund Municipality spokesperson Linda Mupupa shared more about the upcoming 2025 Swakopmund Municipality Year-End Tournament, set for 28th to the 30th of November at the Tamariskia Sports Field. She explained what participants and spectators can expect, how the event brings together local businesses and institutions, and why it plays a key role in promoting teamwork, wellness, and community spirit. Let's have a look.
When municipalities planning a year-end sports day or something.
That's right. Well, Adam, you are right. We are planning a year-end sports tournament, and this is just to finish off the year strong, all right? But strong in a rather relaxed manner. So the municipality of Swakopmund is inviting corporates and sports club in Swakopmund to join us, and that is between the 28th to the 30th of November 2025 at the Tamariskia Sports Field. It's going to be a whole weekend filled of fun, competition, of course, maybe some tears, but it's definitely going to be epic. It's going to be fun. We've got 4 sports codes, that's volleyball, tug of war, soccer, as well as netball. So on our social media platforms, we will be posting a poster encouraging you to please register and join us so we can make the Swakopmund sports tournament a success. And of course, a sports success. There we go. So ladies and gentlemen, Swakopmund sportsmen, if you know that you've got good sportsmanship and you're a good sports player, team player, register with us and join us at the Swakopmund sports tournament, closing off the year strong, but in a very relaxed style.
So we can have private teams, corporate teams, whoever wants to join in the fun.
Definitely. Your team need not be part of the municipality of Swakopmund. You can be any corporate operating in Swakopmund. In fact, towns close to Swakopmund are also welcome to join. This is the center of adventure after all. So we are offering you this opportunity to join us in some of our sports adventure. So any corporates, any sports club in and around Swakopmund, you are all welcome to join us.
Are you going to be playing?
Definitely. You'll be seeing me on the volleyball courts, shooting some goals. But definitely not the tug of war. I don't think I've got the muscles for that one.
And the last thing, why would you say an event like this is important for the, how can I say, the spirit and the team building effect?
Well, Adam, we are also used to just engaging on formal platforms, platforms where you're not really necessarily being yourself, where you're not smiling and letting loose. So to create bonds with our stakeholders, important stakeholders, to create network opportunities. Somebody once said that business deals are not always made in the boardroom. And this is just one such opportunity to create an event, a platform for organizations, corporates to come together in a very relaxed and fun arena or venue, which is the Tamariska Sports Field, to create those connections and just, build long-lasting friendships and possibly business connects.
Are there going to be fires and braais and things like that?
Well, there is no soccer or any sports tournament without a lekker braai. So definitely we're going to be having lekker braai at the venue, and that is all weekend, as from the 28th right down to the 30th. So come on down. If you want to just be a spectator, if you just want to come and enjoy a bit of braai and a little cool drink, we invite you also to please join us and just form part of the cheering crowd. Of course, maybe if you don't see me on the volleyball track or wherever that is, you will be seeing me as a cheerleader.
Excellent. And thanks a lot, man, and we're looking forward to that.
Definitely. We are also excited to be seeing quite a lot of corporates and sportsmen and women join us, and that is at the Swakopmund Sports Tournament, 28th to the 30th of November. Be there or be squared.
This weekend, Kids Wildfish Open is set to take place at the Wildfish Bay Golf Club. The event kicks off today with a free coaching clinic, followed by tournament rounds on Saturday and Sunday. Additionally, with the local and regional authority elections around the corner, President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah is set to engage with the youth at the Yal Vulcan Indoor Sports Complex at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Let us know about any events happening in and around Wildfish Bay at erongo.com.na.
Wild and free, so it feels so sweet, makes me feel like
And that's it from our news desk. For more news headline, visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. Up next, internationally acclaimed Namibian musician Riaan Smit opens up about fatherhood, creativity, and mission to help revive the local music scene. Let's have a look.
I'm a professional musician for about 25 years now. I was born in Windhoek in Namibia, and I've been lucky enough to see the world through my music. I'm a father, and as I'm growing older, I'm starting to become more of a teacher as well as still a performer, and I love seeing new places and new faces, and I love writing songs. I think all the places I've been, it shapes me a little bit every time I meet a different type of character that reminds me that we're not so different, and we're also all strangely unique. Music is one of those things that you can really see how it brings people together, and I've been lucky to see the best of people because I see them when they're having the best of themselves and having the best time. Crimson House started about 15 years ago, along with another Namibian, Arnu van Sail, and another one, Christoph the Chavannes Frucht. And through the years, we grew into different ways. We started as a blues band, and then we ended up as the backing band for a circus called the Trash Cabaret. And then we learned a lot of gypsy music and odd music from all around the world, and we became far more worldly. We've managed to travel all over and see very, very cool people. It's a very exciting band that's like a theater cabaret show as well as a festival experience.
Yeah.
Being a father, this is a great place to raise a kid, and I love this place. And growing up here myself around Swakopmund and Windhoek and all over, it was a very beautiful childhood to have. It was filled with nature and a very solid community. And I love that my daughter has such a strong community here, and so do we as parents, because it's really, Namibia is special. It's a small village,
Yeah.
and it takes a village to raise a kid. How it's changed my songwriting is thinking nursery rhymes are quite an interesting thing. If you listen to them long enough, you start accidentally writing some yourself, and I think that's the best kind of songs, is that if they're simple enough for a kid to grasp onto. And so when I'm writing, I'm trying to think, how would my kid dance to this? And also think about the topics I'm singing about, because I also think, what would she think if she had to wonder what the song is about? So the subject matter evolves as well. The way I define success now is being able to leave a good life for my kid, and that definitely evolved. Is the idea is to give her the type of life I had growing up, and to do that with music means that my success doesn't feel just outward of big audience or some kind of response, but really the life I can provide for her. That's it. I see an audience here that's still learning and kind of being trained in what it is to let loose. I think when we have a small village, a lot of people are very self-aware, because you look around you and you think, well, that's my boss and my sister and that, and you don't want to get too much out of your shell. So I'd like to see Namibians unleash themselves a little more. I see it sometimes, and it's definitely a smaller place. In a place like South Africa with 60 million people, most of those people in that audience are strangers, and they don't care what the other person next to them thinks. So if I have any purpose in this country, it's to allow people to think, who cares what they think about me? Enjoy the music, feel the music, experience the music. The best I can do in that sense is perform with a lot of people, collaborate with a lot of people, and along the way, if I see things where I can help in terms of the structures and venues themselves, advice to be given, advice to learn as well, it's anywhere I can help in any way. If somebody wants to create music or do something with it, reach out, and I'll give the best that I can do, and maybe just connect them with someone who knows if I don't know what is the right answer. But essentially, I think we should all help each other. And I think if anything, if we can, as they say, hold hands and work this together, it's going to take in a community or a village to raise this kid.
Yeah.
I think local support helps a lot. We don't have a ton of government support, so it's going to take the private sector coming in a lot more and helping where they can to book more local artists, to work with more local artists. I see huge budgets being spent on international artists, which is good in its own way, but a fraction of that will change a local's entire life. Some people spend, or companies spend, hundreds of thousands on international acts to come in here, where a local act will do just as well. And that money, if a quarter of it, would help the locals' economy in terms of the music economy a lot more than you can imagine. And a lot of time, they say creativity happens in isolation, and this is probably one of the most isolated places in the world. There's a lot of calmness here, and there's a good community. You can feel that people have each other's backs, and that kind of creates a sense of calm. And it takes calm to sit down and create something.
Yeah.
All I can ask for myself is to just do my best in this place, and I'd love to try and sing more of my own songs, and I'd love to hear a lot more locals singing their own songs. We all sing other people's songs to keep our locals happy, the people in the bars and the people in the pubs. But eventually we'll develop our own identity, and that is something that's going to be powerful. If the locals can also support and listen to local music and actually try and fall in love with it, because there's a lot of magic here. And I think, like any song, you listen to it enough, you'll love it. And there's a lot to be listened to here. And just going out, supporting the local acts if you see them. If you see an event happening, go out and support it. If I see an event happening wherever it is, I'll get involved, because that's the way we grow. If we support each other through our vendors, through the the different events that get put on through your neighbors putting on some kind of event. There's a it's an amazing thing when it becomes self-supporting. You'll see me here at least once a month, maybe, and the rest of the time I spend my weekends still touring, and I'll be out and about in the rest of the world. But Walfish Bay Airport sees me every weekend.
Life is unpredictable, and one needs to be protected against any eventuality. Get Santam legal access from as little as 50 Namibian dollars a month for when you find yourself in need of legal representation due to civil cases, criminal prosecution, and family matters such as divorce, child maintenance, and custody. It also covers labor disputes, disciplinary hearings, and unfair dismissal or retrenchment. With Santam Legal Access, you'll receive free legal advice on almost every legal aspect, whether the specific matter is covered by your policy or not. For true peace of mind and legal protection when you need it most, call us on 061 292 8000. Santam. This is freedom.
And that's it from our show for today. Don't forget to check out our social media pages on X, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, don't forget to visit our TV channels at DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. We'll be bringing you the latest news in and around Erongo region. From me and the rest of the Erongo region, it's bye.